Hey, this is Mr. Molo for the 3.3 puzzle time. The joke for this one is, how does a bee get to school? So we're going to look at a couple of these. We're going to look at two of each, where one, they give us two of them, they give us the x, and then the other two, they give us the f of x or the h of x, or whichever one they give us. So here, f of x equals negative 2x, and then they end up telling us that x is negative 6. So now when I write this, f of x equals negative 2, and then instead of x, it told me it was negative 6. So f of x equals negative 2 times a negative 6 is 12. So f of x equals 12. Now if you look at number 8, a little more complicated, but pretty much the same thing. So I got negative p of x equals negative 1/4. And then in the parentheses, x plus 36. And then outside the parentheses, I got a minus 14. And it tells me x is negative 8. So I'm going to put a negative 8 in there for the x. All right, order of operation says that I should do my parentheses first. I could distribute, but I'm just going to do the parentheses first. So negative 8 plus 36 is 28. So now I got p of x, and then I need to distribute. So negative 1/4 times a positive 28 is a negative 7. And then negative 7 minus 14 is a negative 21. So p of x equals negative 21. Okay, so notice how on these first two problems, it told me what x was for these first two. These next two, it's going to tell me what h of x is, or f of x is, or whichever one it is. So now I'm not going to put this 10 here. I'm going to put it here. So instead of h of x equals, I'm going to put 10 equals. And now I'm solving for x. So 10 equals negative 5/6 x. And now that's a times x. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5/6. Divide both sides by negative 5/6. 10 divided by negative 5/6 is a negative 12. So x equals negative 12. And same thing here. R of x equals 8/9 x minus 17, and it tells me r of x equals 15. So I'm going to put that 15 where r of x is. So 15 equals 8/9 x minus 17. I'm going to add 17 because it's a minus 17. So I end up with 32 equals 8/9x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 8/9. 32 divided by 8/9 ends up giving me 36. So x equals 36. So again, remember the difference between this last two said r of x equals and h of x equals, so I solve for x. The first two said x equals and x equals, so I solve for p of x and I solve for f of x. And so then the answer to our joke, how does a bee get to school? So we end up circling the answers we do. And when we end up circling all those, we end up seeing it spells out, it takes the buzz. See, kind of like bus, buzz, bus. Get it?